The so-called conditioning of the apparent personality change, or does it ever change, and does dreaming go on for no one, but dreaming still goes on?
No, after the collapse, there is no longer a dreamer, but because the brain picks up conditioning and deals with it through the years of separation, it adopts traumas and finds a way of conditions to deal with trauma. There don't have to be dramatic traumas, but so-called conditioning is held in the brain, and the brain responds to conditioning. After the collapse, the brain goes on running, but because it can't find anybody to talk to anymore, then it just slows down.
It slows down.
Yeah. After liberation, it's seen that the whole conditioning
down.
apparatus in the story has no power at all and never did have any. It was an illusion. It was simply an appearance. But the brain holds on to that conditioning and simply slows down. It's like thinking. Before liberation, when there's a person, an apparent person in this body, thinking happens and connects with the person in the body who hears the thinking and gives it energy. So a circle is formed, which you could say is thinking, a thinking circle. And that's energetic, and it empowers the thoughts that arise. This me empowers the thoughts, and the thoughts empower this me to be bigger and bigger and think that it can think its way out of its problems. After liberation, there isn't anyone, there is no centre here, there's nothing left here. And so thinking arises, but can't find anybody to talk to. So it arises and falls back into nothing, arises and falls back into nothing. So thinking as such simply slows down, like all those other things that keep me excited and alive simply collapse.
Yes. This process you just talked about is the same in day and in sleep. Dreaming in day and dreaming in sleep, it's the same process actually after the collapse.
Yes, the whole thing collapses, but the whole process of there being someone collapses. So when waking up happens in the morning, no one wakes up.
Yes, yes.
There's just waking up and what is happening. When the me wakes up, invariably that's the time when everything comes into the me to convince itself, to convince it that it's an individual. Because in deep sleep, there is no me. In deep sleep, there's nothing but beings. And then the dreaming happens and the individual wakes up, or waking up happens, and the individual is immediately there.
And if visionary and precognition dreams and all this happens in the dream, as well as in daytime or meditation, it's all still the brain, it's mental, it's not real, it's all...
Well, it's real and unreal. Everything that appears is real and unreal.
Yes.
But the problem for the individual is that they see only everything as real. They might give lip service to the unreal, but what they see, like the tree and the other person and their own thoughts, are seen as real, including the story and including the idea that I have free will and choice. And including also an absolute certainty that there is such a thing as cause and effect. So naturally there's an attraction, if you're learning about enlightenment or anything like that, to partake in meditation or self-inquiry, because you believe that that will bring about an effect.
Yes, much emphasis on that in the past.
The cause and effect are another thing that arises but isn't real. It's real and unreal.
So, yes. So also its apparent changes through therapy of the personality, the apparent person.
It's a story.
It's all the story. And this energy you're talking about, this wholeness, this is not phenomenal. This is...
It's not?
Phenomenal?
So it is and isn't.
It is and isn't the
This
same.
is it. What you're looking at is nothing, appearing to be something.
Yeah.
What you're sitting at.
Thank you.
Everything that's happening is nothing appearing to be something. Unfortunately for the individual thinks it's only something.
Yes. This is what you call, in that moment, after collapse, you call seeing. Because you see it's...
No, you don't see anything.
Yeah, you don't see anything, but apparent things you see, you recognize it's apparent.
It's recognised that something called Tony Parsons, or the seeker, lived in what seemed to be a real world, and now that's
yeah. So it's a recognition. You don't call it
it's a recognition, but you don't walk round. There isn't then something that walks around in recognition.
Yeah.
There is a recognition,
no
and then it's all over. But all there is left is life. Apparently,
yes, wonderful.
Yeah, but it's wonderful for no one.
It's only
That's the only problem. It's wonderful for no one.
Yes. Now I can only imagine this.
No, you can't imagine. It can't be known. It can't be known. It's unknowable. But the other thing about it is that it's totally simple and ordinary.
It's totally simple, ordinary, and it's the mystery of this.
Well, it is for the seeker, yes.
Yeah, for me it's the mystery. It's the open
It's the open secret.
secret.
Oh my goodness.